Another video. This is gonna be a really quick video, but very important. According to Commerce Institute, around 5 billion businesses are created every year in America, and only 1,000 of them IPO or are sold by acquisition every year. So this is a very niche video, and majority of you should probably leave this video because it's not for you. But for the very small percentage of you guys who are about to sell your business within the next couple years or are putting together an acquisition plan, this video is for you. Quick note, I run a highly vetted community of entrepreneurs just like you who have sold their businesses or who are about to sell their business or who are just extremely successful via entrepreneurship. In order for you to be in this community, you have to be doing at least 500k ARR or have raised $1 million or pound. I digress. The idea of this video was created because people in my community are always talking about what to expect when you're about to sell your company, because it's very vital. Most of you have never spoken to anyone who has sold their businesses, or this could be your first rodeo of selling your business, so you may be so confused. I'm just here just to break down some of the key takeaways from successful entrepreneurs and just give you a little nuggets. By the way, these are just all quotes by people who have successfully sold their companies, so not just YouTube gurus or crypto boys, real entrepreneurs. The first offer is usually never the best offer. I know. They may be throwing crazy amount of money to you, but just remember, the first offer is never the best offer. So always be patient and never act desperate. You're gonna end up selling your company. Majority of the time, people are looking to buy businesses. So be patient and never accept the first offer. Number 2, carefully avoid earnout, especially if the acquirer controls the outcome. Number 3, focus on securing as much cash upfront as possible in the deal. It is so important. A lot of these private equity firms or these deal structures for acquisition, they don't want to pay you a lot upfront because they're not really sure if there's going to be a successful acquisition. So make sure when you're doing the negotiation, try your best to obtain and secure as much capital upfront. After you have maybe a certain amount guaranteed, then you can do some shares option, or you have to work for the company for 3 years and then you get paid out. But just remember, it's all about the upfront cash, because this is the lump sum that will retire you and your family. Number 4, this is really important. Do not sell because you're tired, sell because you're done. Every journey in life, you're going to get tired. There's always going to be up and down. Don't sell when you're tired, because number 1, you're probably going to sell for a valuation that is kind of embarrassing because you probably are just fed up. And number 2, you may even sell to the wrong people. Sell because you're done. Yes, this is your baby. You still want to look after it. Sell to the right people, not just anyone's going to give you quick money. It's never worth it. Remember, Wellington, my community, is all about generational wealth and legacy. Have some pride on who you're passing on your baby to. Number 5, plan the exit 2 to 3 years in advance. This will attract more buyers and reduce stress. If you're thinking of selling, of exiting your company, don't just rush it. I would plan it 2 to 3 years in advance, especially because your balance books need to be so clean. So you may have to hire an additional accountant, lawyers, to make sure your balance sheet and all your financials are on point. This really plays a big factor in your valuation and your actual exit price. Remember, guys. Number 6, write out every single process. Assign ownership, delegate, and start early. It's very important. As I said, you may have to hire a third party to look through your books. It's very important. All this money you're paying upfront for this is really important. Trust me. These are not my quotes. These are from people who have successfully sold their companies. Take this into consideration. I applaud you guys. Number 7, please take care of the people you started this business with some money, monetary value. Life is long. At the end of the day, you never know where your path may end up, but it's always important to be a good human being. These people went through war went to the trenches with you for how many years? 2 years, 5 years, 20 years, 30 years. Give them a little bit of extra money. It's not all about you holding all the money. Like, you don't need all this money. Make sure you really do give your employees who worked for you a decent amount of payout. Look after them. Really do look after them. It's very important to be a good human being at the end of the day. Number 8, you're now the project's uncle or aunt. You're not the parent anymore. So you don't need to be too dialed in because you're selling this company. Look after it from afar. Don't be too involved. Don't go crazy over it. You've already done that for 2 years, 10 years, whatever amount of time you've owned the company for. Now look at it from an uncle and aunt perspective. Last but not least, know what you are planning to do next before you make the exit. High power entrepreneurs will not sit still. Majority of you guys who are getting excited for selling a company, you think you're going to retire. You're not going to retire. You don't love the money, you just love the game. You're going to start another business. Just know that. So get ready to plan in advance so your mind is settled and you know that you may retire for 10 years. That maybe end up becoming 6 months or 1 year. But know the next plan because you're a winner. You just want to compete, you're a competitor. So it is not going to be your last rodeo. So I didn't really go into depth of every single point. I will make another video to explain everything. My main call to action is if you're about to sell your company, please, 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 you need to listen to some people who have done this before. Click the link in the description and join Wellington, a community of high net worth entrepreneurs, successful entrepreneurs who weren't handed anything. They all did it by themselves. So they can advise you and we can all learn together what the next step is with post-exit and pre-exit. Or even if you're in the process of exiting, it's very important to be surrounded by like-minded people. You don't want to do this yourself because it's too hard. And if you do this by yourself, you're more likely going to make a mistake that could cost you quite a lot of money. So if you don't want to make that costly mistake, as I said, join my community or just subscribe to this channel and you can get free gems because I believe a lot of information should be free. So I don't mind making these videos, helping you guys for free. I just want everyone to be successful, make generational wealth and just live a happy life. YouTube's algorithm is extremely good at suggesting videos. Any video they've suggested here, I would advise you guys to click.